Hi guys, hello, how are you? Very good evening to all of you. A very warm welcome to our 19th webinar. How is everybody feeling today? Let us know in the chat box right now. How are you feeling? Yeah, I see a lot of you saying hi Nurul, hi Jeremy, hi Anne, hi Moon. Moon say woohoo. Deborah say missing family in Malaysia. Hi Sherry. Oh, so many of you saying hi. So good to be back. So happy to see all of you here. And I see some of you saying very excited. Shirley say hi everyone. Awesome. So happy to have so many of you join us tonight. So we have designed today's webinar to be interactive throughout this hour. So as you can see, there's going to be a lot of shout outs. There's going to be a lot of questions. So yes, as what you're doing right now, Alvin, Liang Hong, Wenny, Cheng, yes. So that's the way to do it. Please participate and join us throughout this entire hour. So we'll be launching polls and we'll be getting all of you involved. So please join us in the polls because we really want to hear from you. To all our regulars. So I'm seeing in the chat box right now, quite a lot of you, I see very familiar names. Welcome back. It is so good to see all of you again. So I just want to, get a quick show of hands. How many of you guys were here last week with us when we have celebrity Belinda Lee, who shared so deeply and honestly about her own love journey? How many of you were here last week? Yeah, so let's see. Oh, you say me, Cheng say me, Amy say me. Wow, Hess was there. So quite a number of you, Si In, Liang Hong, yes. So a lot of you were actually with us last week when Belinda Lee, which is a celebrity from Singapore, she was sharing her love journey, her love story with us. And we also had a special guest, which is her husband, David, who also came in to share as well. It was a very, I would say, heartfelt, very emotional sharing. Those of you who joined us last week, do you agree? Did you learn a lot from Belinda sharing last week? Yeah, so a lot of you are saying yes, Sean say very agree. So for those of you who have missed it, so I see some of you who said, Zen said, oh no, I missed that. Hope to see the episode again. Not to worry, you can just go to our webinar website, which is lunchactually.com/webinar, and you can actually get a copy of it from there. Okay, so not to worry, it was a very good sharing, and I really want all of you who have missed it to go check it out. So for all the first-time comers, newcomers, I want to just say hi. My name is Violet. I'm the Chief Cupid of Lunch Actually. So a very quick introduction of myself. So about 16 years ago, started Lunch Actually together with my then boyfriend, now husband. And time flies, and right now, we have been in this business for 16 years. It has been a very, I would say, rewarding journey. We are in different locations, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Indonesia, and Thailand. And we have many different products as well. So our matching philosophy is we want to help you to be the right one, meet the right one, and choose the right one. So I think there are a lot of dating products out there which is more focused on meeting. But we realize that in order to help our singles to be the best version of themselves and to help them to have the highest success chance, I would say that we need to help everybody to level up to be the best version of themselves. And that's why being the right one and choosing the right one is so important. And that's also the reason why, we have continued with our webinar series. It's completely free, as you know, because we really want to give back. We want to share with you what are some of the experiences, what are some of the key takeaways, what are some of the best practices that we have seen, how we have helped our singles, and that's why we are having all of these weekly webinars. Okay, and then I also want to share with you the different things that we do. Of course, we have matchmaking services where we match one-to-one. We also have coaching services as well. So I believe those of you who have joined our webinars in the past, you will have met some of our coaches. And of course, we do image coaching as well. And that's actually what today's topic is about. And for those of you who are in Singapore, Malaysia, we have also launched our app. So if you go to the App Store, be it if you're using the Apple iPhone or you're using any other, Android phones, you can actually download our app. So using the app, you can communicate with our consultants, with our coaches, and for our members as well, we are loading some new features where you can soon see your matches, you can find out more about your matches, and in future you can even do video dates with your matches. So we are very excited about the launch of our app as well. Okay, so now that I've shared a bit more about who I am and what we do as a company, I would like to get to know all of you better. So do let us know, where are you from? Okay, what is your nationality and where are you from? So wow, we have someone who's from India. Hi Ganesh. And then we have Siin, Nurul. Siin is from Malaysia. Nurul is from Singapore. Myrna, it's from Jakarta. And then we have wow, Singapore, KL, Singapore. Yep, wow, a lot of Singaporeans and Malaysians here with us tonight. Surabaya, Indonesia as well. Hello. We have Purple from Penang. Oh, we even have from Langkawi. Shirley is from Langkawi. Wow, welcome to all of you. So happy to have so many of you logged in today and like joining us on this webinar. Wow, Chia from Melbourne. Thanks, Chia for joining us once again. We even have Mumtaz, who is from Pakistan. Wow, our webinar is really going places. We really have everybody coming from many different places. And Vivian from Hong Kong as well. Welcome, guys. So happy to have you, join us tonight. And I also want to find out very quickly from you, is this the first time you're joining us, or you have joined us for many, many webinars? So I'm going to launch the poll right now, so you should see it right in front of you. Yes, I do know that there are some of you who are joining us for the first time because you told me just now. Yeah, okay, so the poll is in front of you right now. It's really easy, just vote. Yeah, I see a lot of you are doing it right now. More than 40% have done it. Yes, so let us know. Are you attending for the first time, or are you a big fan here, attended almost all of our 19 webinars? Yeah, so let us know, like where are you? Are you like a newbie, or are you, in Singapore we say lao jiao. Okay, let's see. More than 60% of you have already voted. Let's see if we can get more of you to vote. Like I say, this is a very interactive session. We really want to hear from you, do take part. Yeah, so we have 64% who have already voted. Let's see, if we can get more. I'll just give you a couple more seconds. Yes, the numbers are coming in. Almost at 70%. Okay, are we able to get up to 70%? Okay, I'm just going to end the poll right now. Yes. So very excited. So today we have 33% of you guys who are completely new. So welcome. Promise you're going to have fun. You're going to learn a lot of new things. And I think most important of all, it's going to be very interactive, because we don't want to waste your 1 hour as well. It's going to be fun. It's going to be engaging, and you'll be learning a lot of new things. And we have quite a number of you who have attended 2 or 3 or even 5 to 10. So welcome back, guys. Very happy to know that you're getting value, and that's why you're back with us. Okay, so my next question is, as I've seen, some of you have joined us for all 19 webinars. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for your support. We want to hear from you. What keeps you coming back, every week? Okay, so I'm going to launch the poll right now. Yes, so for those of you who have joined us more than once, what is keeping you coming back to our webinar week after week? Okay, so let's see. Wow, there's a very clear winner, I see. Okay, yes, the numbers are coming in, 30% right now, 40%. Okay, let's see if we can get more of you to vote, right? Okay, now 50%. Yes, okay, just going to open it for a bit longer, and then I'm going to close the poll, like 60%. Okay, let's see. Okay, so a number of you, of course, you say this is your first time and you're looking forward to more. However, most of you, almost 60% of you say that you keep coming back because the topics are interesting and useful. Awesome. So I think those of you who have joined us for a couple of times, you know that the woman behind the scene, very, very important woman, is Christina. So Christina, you can take note of that. All the topics that you have curated so far are super awesome, as you can see. And that's the reason why our webinar participants keep coming back every week. Awesome. Okay, so okay, let me just close my poll. Okay, so thank you very much for participating. It's very, very awesome. So if you have not already done so, like that the best way to know what the next webinar is going to be, when is it going to be, is to register for our free mailing list. Okay, so if you have not already done so, please do that. And as usual, those of you who have been with us for a couple of times, you know that we always have something special for you at the end of the webinar. So stay put, don't go anywhere. Make sure that you stay stay with us towards the end, and we always start on time and end on time. So not to worry, we'll not take up a extra single minute of your time. So just stay with us till the end, and we'll let you know what we have for you for the webinar gift for this week. And of course, now after talking for so long, I've talked for like 9 minutes, I'm going to kickstart today's topic by introducing my very lovely colleagues. So I have two of them with me tonight. We have Melinda and Jacqueline. So I'm sure those of you who have been attending our webinars, you would have met Melinda. However, I'm very excited this week because we also have Jacqueline, who is from our Jakarta branch. Okay, so who are those of you who are from Jakarta? Let us know in the chat right now. Yes, please welcome, your very own Indonesian, Jacqueline. Yes. Okay, I see a lot of you sending in your welcome. Okay, so Melinda, even though, like this is not the first time you are on the call with us, but of course we do have quite a number of newbies. So please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I am Melinda. I am a senior date and image coach as well as a relationship manager at Lunch, actually. I work with my clients in every facet of their dating journey. So from their physical presentation, their dating etiquette, as well as helping them find their right matches, and also supporting them during their dating journey. And I have been with LA or Lunch actually for 5 years. And I have seen so many inspiring stories. And I'd like to share one with you tonight. So this is image related, which is related to today's topic. So this lady of my client, this client of mine, she's a lady. So she loves to wear black color. So it's very safe, but it's also very boring, very monotonous. And she's also a very serious and a no-nonsense type of lady. But she didn't look bad at all, to be honest. She actually looked quite good. Her clothes fit into any occasion, so for work or even a night out, because you can't really go wrong with black, to be honest. Okay, but then she started dating. So she has gone on a few dates. And so the men were commenting that, she's looks serious looking, and her dates were becoming more and more like meeting clients. And so after a few sessions of dates, she decided like, oh, maybe she wants to revamp herself. So she had some image sessions with us, and she decided to put in more colors in her wardrobe. So she incorporated brighter colors, and not only did she change her dressing, she actually changed her personality as well. So she became more lighthearted on dates, and her date started to feedback she was very fun and interesting. And what's so interesting about this case is that her outward change actually also followed with her inward change. And that's why I love image so much, because the change can be so instantaneous and it's so controllable, and it affects our overall well-being. And I'm happy to say also that she's now a very colorful lady and she's happily attached.
Oh, thank you so much, Melinda, for that story, and I love it. And I just want to mention as well, like during the first part where we were just getting ready to start, and then there was this lady who was very sweet, and then she was saying to me like, "Oh, Violet, you actually look prettier now as compared to the video," and I was like, "Oh my goodness, you're so sweet." Then at the same time, if you all were watching just now, you would have seen Melinda in one of the videos as well, and I think like I was thinking like, wow, Melinda, I mean, she already looked good then, but she looked even better now. So I think the secret, right, is join Lunch actually.
Thanks, Violet.
Okay, thank you, Melinda, for that awesome introduction. And now I would like to, of course, introduce Jacqueline, who is joining us for the first time on our English webinar. So everybody, please give a very, very warm lunch. Actually, welcome to Jacqueline. Yeah, over to you,
Hello,
Jacqueline.
everyone. Oh, sorry. Hi. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm Jacqueline. So I'm the date and image coach for Lunch with Indonesia. So hello, everybody from Indonesia. Nice to meet you guys. So basically, my role here is same as Melinda. So I help my clients to find their partner, but throughout their journey, I also help them with their appearance, self-esteem, basically helping you on how to be better and feel better about yourself. And the reason why I'm passionate about this role is because I was also an ugly duckling myself. And I realized, I was very clueless back then. Nobody helped me, but then I decided, okay, so I want to change and I want to help people as well. And now I'm finally happy and confident. And I also believe that everyone deserves to be happy and feel confident. So basically, Melinda explained about how she had one female client. So I had a one male client. So he's the type of client who you would say an IT nerd. Yeah, so some type of guy that you would not pay attention to. Yeah, so this client, he came to me. He said that, okay, so this is my last resort. I feel that, oh, women don't want to talk to me. I feel like they're scared of me. And he said if this doesn't work, then he's going to give up on his love life. So definitely from that moment, I realized, okay, I have to help this guy. And he's not even that bad, but it's because his appearance, he didn't know what type of clothes to wear or how to approach in terms of conversation. So he seems a little bit mature than his real age. Yeah, so I help him out. I change his appearance. I help boost his confidence as well, and also affect everything. And what's special about this client is this client actually took a year for me to help him improve his everything, because I believe changes doesn't happen overnight. So it's a process, and I believe that if you put the right dedication and you accept the improvement from me, then it will work. Yeah. So thank you, Violet, for that.
Awesome. Thanks, Jacqueline. I don't believe that you're an ugly duckling. I think you're just being, too humble. But anyway, thank you so much for sharing that story about your client. And I totally get you, because I think sometimes we are helping our clients not just for their dating, but I think we're helping them in their career as well. And I think especially for guys, because a lot of times they do not, have that time or even that knowledge to know how to shop for themselves. They do not know what to wear. They don't know what to buy. But working with an image consultant like Jacqueline, that really helped them to know what is the right style for them. Yeah. So awesome. And I think some of you are asking right now, even before we start, are there image coaching sessions available? Yeah, the answer is yes. But anyway, let's jump right into what we are going to cover today. So I think, Jacqueline has already very openly shared with us just now. She said that, she was an ugly duckling growing up. And I similarly, I have been very conscious about so many things. I'm conscious about my weight. I was conscious about my skin, because I know maybe you can't tell right now, but growing up, I have really, really bad skin. Always have breakouts, my face looked like a volcano, erupting. So, and I always wish that I knew some tricks to, maybe hide some of this so-called insecurities or so-called imperfections. And that's why I'm so excited to have with me tonight Melinda and Jacqueline, who is going to be sharing with us some awesome grooming tips that we can use immediately to flatter, our body types, or maybe to hide some of these so-called imperfections. And I think what we want to be doing tonight is not things that it will take you months or years to implement, because like what Jacqueline said, there are certain things that it might take a bit of time. But tonight we want to be sharing with you things that can be immediately implemented. So who is excited to get started? Yeah, let's see, who can't wait to hear about all these awesome tips. Yay, Aida, Nick, Ingru, hi, Hari. Yes, awesome, thanks guys. Okay, so before we get our image coaches to share, we are going to do a fun warm-up activity, and we want to involve all of you here. So I think, we all know that men and women actually have different perceptions or ideas when it comes to, what is an attractive outfit to wear on the first date. So this is how it's going to work. We are going to show you 4 options of a first date outfits, and then you are going to take part in the poll and let us know what you're going to wear. So we are going to start with ladies first. Okay, so we're going to show you 4 options. So Chris is going to show them slides right now, and then there are going to be 4 options of outfits that you can wear. And then, okay, so you see it right in front of you, right? So, okay, now for ladies only, I'm going to launch the poll right now. So this is for ladies only. So guys, don't worry, you get your chance to vote, okay? But now for ladies only. Okay, so ladies, which look would you wear on your first date? Okay, Kaska said, I love this split response post, right? I love it too. Okay, so I see some of you doing the answer on chat. I think it's great if you can do it on the poll so we can all see it together. Okay, so A, B, C, D. Okay, I'm just going to give our ladies a bit more time, maybe just 2 more seconds, and then I'm going to end the poll. Okay, let's see. Okay, last chance, ladies, to vote. Okay, I'm going to end the poll right now. Okay, so the answer is 55% of ladies say that they would wear A, Okay, so is that your answer? Okay, and then the second highest is C, which is 24%. Okay, and D is the third highest at 18%, and B is the lowest at 4%. Okay, so this is what the ladies said. Okay, awesome. So now we are going to ask the guys. Okay, guys, so don't worry, I didn't put you at the sideline. Okay, it's just that, you know, we wanted to let the ladies vote first. Okay, so guys, which look would you like your date to wear on the first date? Okay, poll is launched. Let's hear from the guys. Okay, so okay, the answers are coming in very quickly. We have a very clear winner from the guys. Okay, okay, let's see. Okay, Christina have just brought up a very good point to me, but I'll tell you guys later. Okay, come on, guys. I think there's more of you guys out there. You know, you should be voting. If you have not voted, I think there are still more guys. Give you a couple more seconds. Come on, guys. We want to hear from you as well. What's your answer? Which is the look that you like your date to wear on the first date? Okay, I'm going to end the poll right now. Okay, and the answer is ding, ding, ding. Who would like to guess? What do you think the men say? With women, what do you think the men say? Quite funny. Quite a number of you say B, and then some say A, some say A or C. Okay. Okay, so the answer is actually 57% of men said A. Okay, so that is very interesting because it's if you remember just now, the women also 55% said A. There is a difference though. Do you remember which is the second highest from the ladies? What did the ladies, the second highest for the ladies? The second highest for the lady, yes, exactly. So the second highest for the lady was C, okay? However, the second highest for the men is actually B, okay? So I think quite a number of you say you thought that guys would vote for B, right? Okay, so for the guys, it's like A, B, C, D. So it's quite funny. 57% A, 22% B, 16% C, and then 6% D. Okay, so I think what is the conclusion we can draw from this? Okay, so I think one conclusion, right, we can kind of draw from this is that first and foremost, men seem to prefer women to turn up in dresses or skirts. Yes, so I think that's something that is very clear because D is like only 6%. So I think maybe that's something that ladies can think about when you go on your first dates. I think it's good that both men and women chose A. However, what Christina told me just now is that I shouldn't have let you guys know what the women say first because, you know, I might have swayed your voting, which is a very good point. Okay, never mind. Okay, now we do the other way around. Okay, so now our next poll is we're going to show for men. Okay, so for men, let us know what would you wear on your first date. Okay, so launching the poll right now. Okay, so men only. Men, please tell us what would you like to wear on your first date. Okay, let's see. Okay, the men are now voting very quickly. I think the men finally got the gist of voting. Some of you say that you're not able to see the poll. It should be right in front of you. Like when I press a launch poll, it should just come out. Okay, but if you really cannot see it, it's okay. You can vote in the chat as well. Okay, so the men are voting. Come on, man. I think there are more men in the room. Yes, you know, like vote. Okay, just giving you 4 seconds. Okay, so okay, I'm going to learn my lesson this time. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what the man said. Okay, because we don't want to sway the votes potentially. Okay, I'm just going to write down the answers for myself. Okay, and then I'm going to end the poll. Okay, now women, your turn to vote. Okay, so the poll is launched. So women, which look would you like your date to wear on a first date? Wow, the women, they really like vote very quickly. I just press launch and then the answers are coming in already. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yes, ladies, all your answers are coming in fast and furious. Okay, a lot of ladies have voted. Okay, just going to give you a couple more seconds, okay, and then I'm going to end the poll. Okay, so let me just write this down. What did the ladies say? Okay. Wow, this is quite interesting. And then, okay, so I didn't give you guys the answer beforehand, so hopefully there is a bigger difference. Okay, so who want to guess which is the winner? Like what do guys usually wear and what do ladies like the guys to wear? Okay, what do you think? Okay, interesting. Quite a number of C and A's. Okay, and then like Deborah said, I think guys chose C. Maher say A is the highest. And then Kaska say, despite the climate, I hope men chose 1. 101 say, guys usually wear D. Okay. Okay, Nick says A, JJ83 say A, Hari say A or C. Okay, so drum roll, and I'm going to give you the answer right now. Krista say, don't like polo shirts, very uncle. Okay, this is a very good point. Okay, so this is the difference. Okay, so the good news is men say they usually wear A, and women say they also like the dates to wear A. Okay, so men is 56%, women is 58%. Okay, so that's good. Okay, and then the next one, which is quite interesting, B said that, not B, I mean men said that for B it's only 7%. So most of them don't dress like that for a first date. Only 7% of men will actually do that. However, women actually say that they prefer their men to dress like B, 20%. That was the second highest. Interesting. Okay, so actually guys, you know, if you you know, can carry the look off for B, actually you might be able to carry that off because 20% of women actually like guys to dress like B. And then for C, which is, I think just now Krista say, don't like polo shirts, very uncle. So for guys, that is actually their second preferred choice of clothes. 25% of them say C. Okay. However, for ladies, only 17% of them say C. And the last one, okay, which is obviously you should not dress like that, guys, because only 4% of women would like guys to dress like D. Okay, so D is obviously a big no-no. So please do not dress like D. Okay, so I think from what we can see, A is still definitely the preferred. However, you know, like because we live in the tropical climate, it's very hot. If you can carry off the B look, you know, something for you to consider. And I think NG here also brought up a very good point, which is I think it depends if it's a dinner or a lunch first date. Very good point. Yeah, because obviously if it's a dinner date, you know, like you probably would want to dress a lot more formally and not so casual. Okay, awesome. So I hope that was a good beginning for everybody to get into the mood for, I would say, you know, like learning more grooming tips. Okay, so right now I would like to really pass the floor over to our coaches. Okay, so Melinda, maybe you can start off by sharing with us what are some of the common insecurities humans have about their body types. So over to you, Melinda.
Okay, Violet, thanks. I like the poll very much, by the way. It was so fun. I wish I could vote. Okay, so yes, so we all have insecurities, and I would say the top 3 for men and women generally would be our height, our body weight, or parts of our bodies which we are more insecure or conscious about, and our complexion. So if you can see these 3 things that I brought up are things you cannot really hide, because when you look at someone, these 3 things will just stand out, right? So whether you're male or female, I know you can relate to this. So if you're a female, let's say we talk about height, and you are above 170. So I think in Asian context, I'm also here in Asia, people will probably tell you, oh, you're very tall, you know, maybe very difficult to find a boyfriend. And maybe for guys as well, if you are not as tall, and so you may feel more conscious about your height, And the other thing would be, of course, the weight as well. So yes, we are more conscious. That's why we're always constantly on a diet, and I am also always doing that. And also parts of our body that we are very conscious about. So I'm talking from a point of view of a lady lah. So there are certain parts of our body, or myself anyway, that I'm really very conscious of. So generally it's the tummy, maybe even the arms. And I realized this so in my experience doing fashion. So many years back, before I became an image coach even, so I was doing fashion, and I had ladies coming to me, and they wanted me to help them with their dressing. And very strange thing is, they always tell me the same thing, like, oh, please hide this part, please hide that part, please help me to find a dress that, would not emphasize this area. And when I look at them, right, that is the last thing I would even notice. But that is the thing they're so conscious about. And I hear this a lot, which is usually their upper arm, which is very, very cute. Yeah. So I would want to later talk about the upper arm part in more detail about what we shouldn't wear or should wear. Okay, and to be honest, there's nothing wrong with any body types, right? There's so many body types out there. We look at social media, everybody is so skinny and so fit. And we can't help but feel very conscious. And it's okay to feel conscious as long as we know certain tips how to hide, camouflage, or enhance certain areas of ourselves, all right, to present ourselves in the best way. So I'll run through a few things very quickly. First of all, I want to talk about the fitting of your clothes. Okay, so the screen is coming up. So talk about fit. So ill-fitting dress, as you can see from the slide, will definitely make you look very frumpy, very untidy. It really doesn't show the best in the shape of your body. And also on the opposite side, if it's too tight, it's the same thing. If it's too tight, it makes you look very uncomfortable, and the person looking at you would feel very uncomfortable as well. And so back to also this point about the arms now. So if you are conscious about your upper arms, so avoid cap sleeves, because they do emphasize the fleshy part of your arms. I want to highlight this point though, when it comes to image or fashion. I know a lot of people will say, or you hear, or you read up, and image coaches, even like myself, will tell you, hey, you shouldn't wear this, you shouldn't, go with that, it doesn't look good on you. But, there are always ways to get around. So talking about cap sleeves, yes, generally for flashy arms, you shouldn't wear cap sleeves. But if the cap sleeve is cut at a different angle, so rather than cut, like parallel to the ground, if it's cut diagonally, it actually does give you a slightly slimmer look on your arm. So there are still ways to go around certain fashion that you want to wear. But if you are really not sure, then I'll say just avoid it. Yeah. So like the generally, if this kind of sleeves, cap sleeves, generally, if you don't know what kind of cut it should be, then just avoid it. Okay. So if you are conscious about your tummy, avoid material which are clingy, like bodycon or spandex, because they will really, really show all your lines and curves that you don't want to show. So wear something more flowy. All right. And also finer prints. So when you're wearing clothes which has some smaller prints, it actually will hide those flaws. Do take note and do be careful though when you are wearing prints, because if the print is too big, too loud, and you are petite, and then it's going to overshadow you, overwhelm you, and you're going to disappear in that dress. And also for prints, if your dress is pretty plain and a print is at a prominent area where you want to hide, right, then I'll say avoid that dress. Because if a dress is plain and that area which has a pattern is where you will draw attention to. So just make sure wherever you want to hide, you don't draw attention. Okay. All right. And so we're going to talk about lines and illusion. So graphic lines do elongate if you wear it horizontally. I'm sorry, vertically, not horizontally. Yeah, so it makes you look taller, that's true. To be honest, too many lines like the picture on the left, the first picture, right, do complicate it a bit too much. But generally, if you have the lines in the right places, example like the the picture in the middle, where you have the lines running down your sides. And if it's a dark line, it actually forms a kind of shape like a silhouette. So it does make you look quite shapely and slimmer. So that is good if you have the right kind of lines. And another tip about dressing would be structured dresses or tops or jackets. So from the picture you can see so what is structured clothing? So structured clothing, as it suggests, the word is that it holds its shape. So it's the opposite of an airy, flowy dress. So with structured clothing, it actually can be tailored to emphasize certain areas. For example, if you have a slim waist and your dress is tapered down towards the waist, and it holds that shape the whole day. So you can be working, you can be walking around, you can be sitting and doing anything. So the dress keeps the shape and you actually look good, and it's quite flattering. Okay, so to talk a little bit about body shapes. So if you look at this picture, there are so many types of body shapes, like I mentioned earlier. So everyone can wear that same one dress. As you can see, all of them are wearing a sheath dress, right? But how that dress is tailored or cut to emphasize or to flatter your shape is important. So it is really good if you know how your body shape cut is. You can look at yourself in the mirror, you can Google and see what they mean by body shapes, or you can get a coach to help you. And by knowing your body shape, you can actually buy clothes that really will help to flatter you. Yeah, so you don't have to, just buy clothes and waste them now. Okay, thanks, Violet. These are some of the tips.
Thank you, Melinda. I think that's so awesome. So definitely, one of the things that I'm very conscious about is my arms as well. Yeah, so I know what you mean by like cap sleeves, because like sometimes there are certain dresses I wear where the sleeve is, like cut at the right place, then, it actually flatter my arm more. What about you guys? So what are some of the great tips that you have learned from Melinda that you think that you can, like use it right away for our ladies out there? So maybe you can share with us, what you have learned and what you're going to be using, from what Melinda have shared so far. Okay, so Melinda, I think, with the visuals, I really can see what you mean, and I definitely find this useful, for myself. What about men? So Jacqueline, who's our coach from Jakarta, she has quite a lot of experiences, with coaching men as well. So she'll be sharing with us some tips on, like how men can, fit better in clothing. So over to you, Jacqueline.
Okay, so for male clients, do not worry. I will also share some tips as well, so you guys will not be left out. So, okay, for the guys' part, fitting is very important as well, because as you can see from the picture on the left, the guy is wearing an oversized shirt, and the guy on the right is wearing a well-fitted shirt. So if we compare these two guys, disregard the facial expressions, which one do you prefer? So most of my clients, of course, they would prefer something on the right. Why? Because the guy on the right seems that he's well put together. But what makes the difference? The difference is the oversized shirt. So which is why I'm trying to make a point here that fitting is also very important. It doesn't matter what kind of outfit that you wear, but if your fitting is a little bit off, that it also changes the whole outfit and impression. Okay, so we can go on the next slide as well. Okay, so for this part is a little bit different. It's about suit, and a lot of men are not really knowledgeable about what kind of suit is fitting and what kind of isn't. So the one on the left, you can see the before, he's wearing a really baggy outfit, and then the one on the right is very fitted. You can see that, oh, he looks successful. He looks like, oh, he does really good in his business. So this is the kind of impression that you get if you don't wear fitting clothes. Okay, so and then I will teach you in the next slide. Okay, so this is the good fit versus the bad fit. Okay, so from the first row, we can see that the sleeve area. Okay, so you might not notice the difference. However, there's actually a big difference here. So the first picture is actually the good fit. Why? It is because there is an inch between the jacket and also the shirt inside. So as you can see, the blue jacket on the outside, there's an inch part between the shirt on the inside. Yes, this is the right good fit. But if you show too much shirt on the inside, on the, as you can see for the second picture, meaning that your jacket is a little bit too short. And it will make your arm looks a little bit short. And then if it's too long, it means you're covering the whole shirt cuff. It's also very bad as well. So the first picture would be the right one. Okay, on the second row, as you can see, is about the length of the jacket. So the right way is the jacket has to be the same length with your arm. So if you put your arm like this, and then you can see the middle of the palm, the jacket should be on this area. Yeah, so if you put your hands down, and then it should be aligned with the palm area. So as you can see on the second picture, it's a little bit, the jacket line is a little bit too short because it's above the palm area. Okay, so, and then on the third picture, you can see that it's a bit too long because it's already over the palm area and it's already over the fingers as well. So it's very easy way to just determine if it's too short or too long from your palm areas. Okay, so from the third row, we can see, okay, so from this part, you guys might see that, oh, there's not really a big difference in this part. But there is actually. From the first picture is the right fit because the crease is only one and it should be not more than one crease. Because why? Because this is the, because it makes you look like your legs are longer. And then for the second one, it's a little bit too short because it makes your ankle look short and it's not supposed to show your ankles. And then for the third one, it's a little bit too long because there's too much creases on the pants. There should be only one or two creases on the trousers. Okay. On the next slide, okay, on the next slide, I will explain a little bit about colors. So some of you might think that how does face differences, face shapes differences affect with the color itself? Okay, so if you notice that you have a round face, which is shown in the first picture, meaning that your face is almost circular and you have rounded chin, so it is best to complement with a less spread color, as you can see in the first row. It will make your face seem a little bit longer. It will make your face visually longer. And then for the second one is the angular one. What is angular face? So angular face basically is a square face where you have wide cheekbones and you have broad forehead and a very pronounced jawline. So if you notice you have a more square face, okay, then you have to wear a narrow spread collar. Okay, so if you notice that you have an oval face, which is a longer face, and then you will have to wear a spread type of collar so that your face seems not too long. Okay, I think this is, thank you, Violet.
Thank you, Jacqueline. I think that was definitely very useful. And then I think one of our participants actually asked the question, what happens if you're out of shape? Do you have examples of well-fitted clothes for unfit guys? Okay, I think that is a very realistic question. And I think, you know, like in Jacqueline sharing just now, which is with regards to, you know, like where the clothes should fall, I think that would help because even though if you're out of shape, but if you get clothes that are well tailored to your body type, it would definitely help you look a lot smarter. Because I think one of the challenges is like maybe when guys feel that they are out of shape, you just wear baggy clothes to kind of like camouflage it, but it doesn't help, you know. Like I think when you're out of shape and you wear clothes that are even baggier, you just look, you know, like even, you know, like less flattering on your body. So something to think about. Yeah. And I think Jeremy says, so male style tips, 3 Fs: fit, fabric, and function. Yes, totally agree with that. Okay, so the next thing we have to share with you is I think on Melinda's side, like now we really want to be talking about you know, like makeup or even like breakouts, you know, like, so I think, you know, Melinda has something to share with us because, you know, in our weather, you know, like how do we make sure that, you know, we can keep our complexion looking fresh and, you know, like just, you know, like we don't look like, you know, like we just walk out of, I don't know, you know, being under the rain or something. Yes, so over to you, Melinda.
Yes, Violet. So in our humid weather in Singapore, it's really, I would say impossible. It was very challenging to have the perfect complexion. Breakouts, oily face, open pores, blackheads, we all have those problems. So it's very kind of frustrating. For ladies, I would encourage to put on light breathable makeup. I think nowadays it's really popular with all these kind of products that are out there to wear something lighter on your face, yet look well groomed. So for those who are unsure how much makeup to put on, so as you can see the slide, the visual, it will give you a rough guide. If you can see a lady with no makeup, light makeup and heavy makeup, you can see there's a very stark difference. But nowadays with the Korean makeup style where we try so hard to look natural, right? So actually we do put on a lot to look natural. So that may defeat the purpose. But in any case, the idea is to look good, to look well put together. So if a foundation is too heavy for you, it will create a cakey kind of feel, and then it will really not look good on your face. The complexion will not be smooth. So I would advise to try lighter alternatives like CC cream, which also doubles up as coverage, color corrector. It even has SPF, also as a moisturizer. So it's really like all in one. So if you can, so just use one product that incorporates all this. I think there are really a lot of good products out there.
Thanks,
Yes.
Melinda. I think this slide is very awesome because I think sometimes, like ladies will ask us, it's like, okay, so how much makeup should I put? So I think, I do a very quick poll for you guys right now, right? Okay, so for guys out there, okay, we don't have a poll, but just put in the chat, which look do you like the most? Guys, okay, so yeah, for guys, which is the makeup look that you like the most? Okay, so the answers are coming in from the guys, and the answer is ding ding ding, middle, light, B. Okay, so I think for ladies out there, you get the gist. Okay, so for guys, right, like they usually feel that the picture on the right, which is the heavy makeup, is too much. So guys, they always like the kind of like, usually most guys like the light makeup look, which is you still like look presentable, you look like you're putting in some effort but not over the top. Okay, so just some suggestion for all our ladies out there. And of course, we do have some suggestions for our men as well. So I think, Jacqueline, you have some ideas for us on how, like men can also look fresh, keep their hair tidy. Yeah, so over to you, Jacqueline.
Okay, so as for men as well, I believe it is very important to keep your hair nice, your also your hair tidy, and also your facial hair neat. So as you can see from the first picture, the guy looks really nice. He looks like, oh, he's neat because he's cleanly shaven. And then for the second picture, it's also a nicely trimmed hair. The hair is not really too much. It seems like, oh, this guy's really well put together. And for the third picture, you can see there's too much facial hair, which is what you don't want for a first day. You want to look as neat as possible, as presentable as possible. And also, besides that, you can also notice from your scent as well, is very important. Most guys do not take care of their scent, but we need to make sure before a date you have to use a deodorant, and you also have to wear cologne. Why? Because women love it. Yes, this is a fact. It's proven. I've asked all my female clients that they love men with good cologne. So also wearing a cologne also helps you feel more attractive and also confident, which helps to make you look more appealing to your dates as well. Okay, back to you, Violet.
Thank you, Jacqueline. So we have JL who say whistle to the middle guy. Okay, so I think for some of you guys out there who are thinking like, should I maybe start growing some facial hair? So I think, yeah, like there are some girls out there, some ladies out there who actually like guys with facial hair, but I think the key point is to make sure that it's tidy, it's well trimmed, and you don't end up looking like a caveman like the guy on the last photo. Yeah. So I think Eve here has a question, how about white hair? Should we touch up? So Melinda, any thoughts on that?
I would recommend to touch up. Yes, it does make the whole look more put together. So if you can just touch up.
Yeah, thank you. And another question here from Susan. So Jacqueline, because I think we talk about guys and wearing a cologne. What about ladies? Should ladies wear perfume on their dates?
Yes, of course. Ladies should wear perfume because if you want to see more feminine, you can also wear floral perfume. Or do you want to seem more fresh, you can wear a fresher perfume.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so we have one last tip for you guys tonight, like because like now we are in like going through COVID still, and I think a lot of times like we will see each other wearing a mask. Okay, so we want to share how to be irresistible and appear friendly while wearing a mask. Okay, because I think sometimes when we are wearing masks, we can't really see the person properly. We can only see the eyes, right? So yes, so we want to just share some tips with you, dating with the mask on, okay? So, yeah, so firstly, let's see. Melinda, do you have any thoughts on, like when it comes to wearing a mask?
Yes, it's really a challenge to express yourself with a mask, and because we meet clients all the time, and facial expression, body language, right? Especially facial expression is so important because we want to show our emotions through our faces, and we can't do that now. So I've been trying to learn the art of smiling with my eyes. But it's possible. So you can smile with your eyes, as you can see in the picture, the lady with the girl. You can actually tell that they are smiling, even though half their face are hidden. And not just smiling with your eyes. So smile with the tone of your voice. So I think for telemarketers, they have been trained to smile as they speak, right? So your voice, you can hear that you're smiling. So telemarketers will put a mirror in front of them, and then when they speak, they are through the phone. They are supposed to look at themselves smiling, and the voice actually do carry this smile forward. So yes, so learn to smile with your eyes and the tone of your voice. So your voice should be maybe higher pitch a bit, like happy. Yes.
Thank you, Melinda. I think that's really helpful. And of course, now that, like half of our face is covered, so I think body language is also very important. And I think, Jacqueline, you have some great tips for us on that as well.
I also agree with that. Most people disregard, body language, but body language is also very important. So make sure that you use your hand gestures to articulate your point. Let's say, oh, you wanted to talk about, oh, let's say about this dish, then use your body gestures. But let's say if you want to use more about your body language, do not, as you can see from the next slide, for your body language. As you can see, the girl on the left, she seemed a little bit bored. Then she put her hand on her face, her palm on the face. This also means that your body language is also important throughout the date. So what you try to portray in the date will be shown for your body language as well. So as you can see from the picture on the bottom, you can see that the girl is putting her hands on her face as well. It means that she's interested. So the difference is if she puts her one palm on the left, it means she's not interested. But if she puts both of her palms on her face, it means that she's very interested. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jacqueline. And Melinda also have some tips on, like some unique unique good mask to maybe complement our outfit.
Yes, I was so happy actually because it's a new accessory we get to play with. So I love matching my outfits to my shoes or to my earrings. So the mask is just another accessory that I get to match. So I've been buying actually quite a lot of colors to match different colors of my outfit. So the important thing though, there's I think two main points to note when you're wearing a mask or getting a mask. Try not to be too matchy. So which means the dress or your top is the same material as your mask. I think it's a bit over, a bit too much. So I don't think it's as attractive, like, to be honest. So what I do advise is to choose one or two color from the colorful mask that you have. So if your mask is really colorful, choose one or two color and wear your outfit to that color. Or alternatively, like the picture, have a plain mask, but then your outfit will go in the same tone. Yeah, so then you have the whole feeling of everything being aligned and in sync. Yeah. Thanks,
Yes,
Violet.
I love the examples that you have put out, and Kaskal here also say lovely mask examples. I think, you know, like if I meet the guy on the right, I will be like, wow, this guy is really very well put together, because you can see that the masks actually have like eccentrics of like colors that he's already wearing. So I think that's really awesome. I think there's a question here from Andrew. Putting a mask for a date looks weird, right? Yep. So Andrew, we totally get what you're saying. So we are not saying that, you know, you should put on a mask during a date, but I guess when you go on a date, there would be a point, you know, like before you sit down and talk to each other, that you'll be in a mask. So I think, you know, we are just trying to give examples of, you know, how to choose masks that can help you to accentuate your look, to help you look more put together. And also when you first say the first hello, you know, to really, how do you convey the warmth, like when you are still wearing a mask. Okay, we are running quite short of time. However, we do want to cover some of the questions that you have asked us. So we have some great questions here. So I'm just going to you know, like shoot it right away to our coaches right now. Okay, so for Melinda, so there's a question here. It's always advisable to wear something you're comfortable with during your dates, but men always prefer women to wear sexier clothing. I mean, that's this participant's assumption. So what is your advice for women out there, and what are your thoughts on this? So Melinda, let's make it short and snappy.
Okay, so I think it depends on the definition of sexy. So with a bodycon dress, which it maybe don't show so much skin, but it's so tight, is that sexy? Or if a sheer blouse you can see through, but it's loose and cover up, is that sexy? So I think it really depends on your idea of being sexy lah. But I think the important thing is to have a level of femininity, not necessarily sexy. Yeah, so a simple top can look different on different ladies because of different ways our body, the way our body is. So I think as long as it's not vulgar, not extremely revealing in terms of skin, so I think and appropriate for the setting, then by all means, if you're comfortable, go ahead and wear. I think the idea to attract is to be classy, alluring, rather than vulgar, sexy. Yes.
Oh, I love that, classy, alluring. And I think, ladies, if you remember in our first exercise or poll that we did earlier, like the top number one, you know, like clothes or like outfit that the man chose is the same as the one that the women chose, because the B is the one that is so-called sexy, right? So I think like maybe what guys are looking for is not necessarily like sexy, but more like feminine and alluring, like what Melinda has just said. Yep. And another question here, and this is for Jacqueline. What are the basics must-have makeup to make me successful in creating the first impression?
Okay, so for the ladies, you have to make sure that your face is as natural as possible, but still using a little bit of makeup, because as Violet mentioned, guys do not like girls that wear too much makeup. So don't go overboard with your heavy makeup. Always draw a little bit of your brows. Perfectly defined eyebrows also makes your face seems a little bit fresher, and also make sure you're wearing a blush, because if your cheeks are a little bit red, it actually turns on men a little bit. And also make sure that you wear mascara so that your eyes are popping as well. And don't forget, the last thing is a lipstick. And make sure do not wear matte lipsticks, because you don't want your lips to look a little bit cracked. You want it to be plumpy and looks good as always. Okay, thank you.
Wow, I love that. Looks like my sort of makeup that can be done in 5 minutes. I love that. Okay, so just to add on to that, Irene actually asked, should we put on fake lashes or be natural? So Jacqueline, what do you think?
Natural for sure. Yeah, so
Yes, so I think girls, I think like guys, as you can see, you know, like just now I just did a quick survey on them, right? They like the light makeup look. So if you're going to put on fake lashes, make sure that they look like natural. So even if you want to put on fake lashes. Okay, so thank you so much for all the questions that we have received, but we are running out of time. So as usual, we are always, you know, like running out of time when we are having fun. It has been an awesome, you know, like evening hanging out with you guys, and of course, you know, like sharing tips and also hearing about what you think. And as promised, for all of the participants tonight, we have something very, very special prepared for you. So this is like my special request, because I thought since we are doing, you know, this session, it's all about like image, it's all about helping you guys, you know, like level up when it comes to grooming. We are actually offering a free WhatsApp assessment of your outfit of the day when you go on a date. Okay, so if you're going on a date, you can just send us the 2 outfits that you're thinking of wearing onto your first date, and our dating consultant or our dating coach will actually advise you on which is the best option to go for and why. Okay, is this awesome or what? Okay, do you like the promo or do you like the webinar gift that we have for you tonight? Because I think, you know, like it makes a lot of sense after all the things that we have shared with you so far on, you know, like what makes a good outfit, you know, for the date. So we think it makes sense if you're able to help you out with this. So yeah, so, you know, like a lot of you guys say, thanks for a fabulous gift idea, cool, awesome, thanks a lot. Yes, so all you need to do is just go to the link that Christina is putting out right now in the webinar chat, or you can see it, you know, like right in front of you on the slide as well. So, you know, you can just go there and then claim this webinar gift. And of course, you will also get a complimentary dating analyst session with our dating coach or our dating consultant as well. Okay, so it's 9:59. Of course, I need to share with you what we are doing next week. So we are going to have a very, very awesome session next week because, you know, like we always want to do something new. We always want to do something that is beneficial for you. So next week, we are actually having something that is called Confessions of a Matchmaker. Okay, so how many of you have actually watched Indian matchmaking on Netflix? How many of you have actually watched that? Yeah, let us know right now. Yep, so a lot of you, Ahmad, Yongwei, Nick, Desian, Wan Tian, 101, yes, so quite a number of you have watched that, right, Indian matchmaking. And it's very interesting. A lot of my friends who have watched it, they're like, oh, Violet, you know, you have to watch it. It's so interesting and exciting. And then, of course, when I watch it, I'm like, duh, that's what I do on a daily basis. But anyways, I think that's why we want to share with you, like, what we do behind the scenes as well. So the next webinar will be called Confessions of a Matchmaker, where our matchmakers will be spilling the funniest, juiciest, and strangest stories of their matches. Who would like to know about that? Who would like to hear more from our matchmakers who will be like confessing all of these stories? Okay. So a lot of you, or Yingru say sounds fun. Moon say cool. Yes, awesome. So you can register for our webinar at lunchactually.com/webinar for next week's webinar. So same time, same place, Thursday, 9 p.m. So I've really enjoyed your energy and questions today. Really enjoyed your participation. So please join me in saying a very big thank you to our 2 coaches, Melinda and Jacqueline, for their awesome sharing tonight. Yes, please give them a round of applause. You know, I think they did a fantastic job. And I look forward to seeing you again at our next webinar. So Jacqueline and Melinda, you know, like some of them have said just now, they say, you know, so dedicated for you guys to, you know, still be here after your working hours. So, you know, like, please feel free, you know, to just log off because, you know, you still have a long day tomorrow. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. So, Chris and I, as usual, will be here with you for a little while more. So if you have not already, you know, like claim your WhatsApp assessment of your OOTD, those of you who do not know what OOTD is outfit of the day for your date, you know, so do it right now. You know, Chris have just put out the link again. So thanks, Melinda and Jacqueline. Thanks, ladies. Good night. And I'll catch up with you again soon.
Night, Violet. Good night.
Bye.